walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all of the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big time.
Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Takes the handoff. It's Welch. Picks up the first down, still moving. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying play action. Moving away from pressure. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll take it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys. Hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Kentucky will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Mississippi State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the SEC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Stark Vegas. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is because, as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. Makes the grab. It's Skinner. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Direct snap. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who he was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
So now it's second and long. Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
It'll be third and long. Keeps it on the bootleg. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy...
Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep the...
He's going to let it go. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback on the keep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the...
That's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a first quarter they've already put together, up 21-3 and going for more. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the ground, it's Welsh. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. It's complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
Oh, he found the space on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Handoff from the gun. Fighting off the defender. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Might as well give it to him again. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got it behind the line. It's Harbor. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The running back has it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. To the air, it's Sellers. Gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Pulls it in. It's Skinner. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down now after the sack. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Got the quick pass. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback go in the other direction.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And they are getting elite play from their quarterback. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The run from the shotgun. And they're able to make the tackle.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and management. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run. Shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
To throw, it's Sellers. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Now the play fake. Looking for space to the left. Finds his tight end. It's loose. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff from the shotgun. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Quarterback will keep it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
First and goal, South Carolina.
The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Sneak gets it done.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 11 over Wake Forest. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the ground, it's Wilcox. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Wants to throw. It's Wimsatt. Bringing the heat. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been a good day for the offense and a particularly outstanding performance from the quarterback. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders, and best of all, they've protected the football. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half.
He's going for it all. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter. They're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Keeps it and gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Off play action on first down. Rushes on him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him this time. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Simmons. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Caught behind the line. It's Washington. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurt. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They just keep firing. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Really needed to cut into that deficit, but guys, it remains at 3 scores.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The short hands, it's Bennett. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Quarterback adapting. Let's it fly. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. It's a draw. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. And the returner is stopped. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Going right to work up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilmore. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got an open man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Working that left side now. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Looking to throw for it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Got his man out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're going to ride this running back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the route is on.
Number 86.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
A loss of 9 on the play. Third down coming up.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3.
Carolina, 35. Kentucky, 13.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the air, it's Wimsatt. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. They kick it away on fourth down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that lap.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A strike downfield. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Back to pass, it's Wimsatt. Fires to the tight end. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Grab near the sticks. It's Barry. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Wants to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Wants to throw again. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Kentucky.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The toss sweep to the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Here on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level, getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
Kentucky going quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play.
He lets it fly. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really not.
Turning it on. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Wimsatt. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He's got him. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt using the back as a receiver on the screen. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
Looking to throw. They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Punt is on its way. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.